right. It shows I'm live.
Babe, we need to unplug that hole over there, patios. The leaves are right there and it's plugged. Can I quickly run out there and do that?
No, you can't.
Well, look,
No.
It's flooding though. It's going to come in here in a few inches if we can't get that hole open right there where the water's trying to go down. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, thanks.
I don't want to go up beside us. I'll slip.
You're just going to keep plugging. Just going to keep plugging.
Okay, it's draining.
Sorry about that, guys. Just had to make some adjustments. We had some leaves plugging our drainage on the balcony. We're going to wait till a few people are in here. I don't know. I had to start a second cast again. The first one wasn't connecting again. So we're going to try this from this stream here. I don't see too many people in here yet, so I'm going to give it a minute. But you are going to get to see, if my camera can pick it up, what this is all looking like. It's not great. It's not good at all. Take you for a walk before we start chatting while people filter in. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this at all. Not even sure if the camera picked that up, but we'll take a look after. It's pretty wild. We're in it now. Landfall hit. And
You're not on it. Oh, hang on. There we go. Now I found it. It was hard to find it.
with me here. Just waiting for a few more people. My computer's also a little wet. There we go. Maybe I'll change this around for some better lighting. I don't think you're going to be able to see out that window anyway. So put that towel back. Got towels under every door, stopping the water from coming in. It's pretty wild. Is that a little bit better? Okay.
There we go.
Okay. We're getting set up here. Got 5 people in here right now. That's fantastic. Thank you for joining us. Why don't you say hi in the chat so we know who we're chatting with here. Maybe drop your name, drop where you're from. We're going to get going in the next minute or two here.
Sorry, I couldn't see.
Siri thought I needed her. I never do. I don't use Siri. Okay. So this is pretty wild. I guess everything has made landfall now. We're facing some really, really intense wind. I posted a picture from when we first woke up. That's a little bit old now, actually. It's crazy out there. You can't even see the ocean. We're 100 feet from it. You can't even see the ocean anymore. So I'm pretty sure showing you anything at this point is going to be a lost cause, and the laptop is likely to fly. So we are basically hunkered down There's no going outside. We're going to clear our little drainage once in a while so our balcony doesn't flood, and that's about it. That's what you saw us doing at the beginning of the video, just making sure water's not coming in. We got towels under the doors. The doors and windows are rattling. Again, we're in a concrete building, so we're hoping we're fine here. I guess just get started here. I am David Conan. Welcome back, or welcome to Cruising with Conan. This is my travel channel. I started kind of in conjunction with my travel agency about, I guess, half a year ago, around February, March. Oh, I guess we're getting there already. We're probably further than that. I keep saying 6 months. It's longer than that now. But we've timed the trip kind of incorrectly. We got down here knowing there was a chance of a storm. Thought it was going to be a tropical storm, and things have really, really progressed. And we are now looking at a Category 5 hurricane. Wind speeds were being quoted around 160 miles an hour. They're upwards of 175 and higher now. So things just keep picking up, unfortunately. Land hasn't really broken any of its speed, and it's going to be bad all day. So today is the day. Today is the day everyone's going through it. We're praying. We're hoping everybody who's not in a concrete building like this is going to be safe. I know not everyone is, and it's heartbreaking. So that's kind of what we're fighting with today is knowing we're in a good spot with this, but a lot of people are not. So that's kind of what we wanted to just chat about here and see if anybody else had been through anything like this. It was pretty choppy yesterday when I came live last night. I apologize. My first cast was all over the place. It wasn't receiving, wasn't going out. I did start a second one. Thank you for whoever migrated over and watched me twice. Much appreciated. I had to do something similar this morning. I hit go live, nothing worked. The Wi-Fi is in and out with generators, so if we do get broken up, I do apologize. But we're doing the best we can with the trickle connection we've got. So again, I don't know if you could see much when I put the laptop to the window. It's wild out there. The waves are higher than the trees. Not the waves. The splash off the rocks is higher than the trees. The waves were higher than the trees. We'd be in a lot of trouble. But the waves are coming in at cliff height, and they're basically just making a mess of everything. So it's going to be quite the cleanup after. Half of the roof of the little hut outside of our building is already blown off. I imagine that's small potatoes in the grand scheme of things, but let's see who we got here. We got Polly's back. Princess is in here. That's fantastic. Hey, Polly. Beak is back. Good morning. Good morning, Paul. Thank you for being a regular, if I can call anybody that yet. You're amazing for checking us out. I appreciate that every time. Paul's one of my good friends. I met him in Jamaica, of all places. I met him down at the beach on 7 Mile during a trip with another friend of mine, and we became fast friends. And he actually came with us, not with us, but he joined us for a duration of our last Cuba trip with me and the princess there. He came out and visited us. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for joining, Paul. We've got a few people in here. I know people are bouncing in and out, sort of thing. The number keeps changing, but I guess we'll get rolling. So, yeah, basically the weather rolled in today. It was kind of hovering over the ocean. It looks like a lot of the areas south are going to get impacted heavily. It looks like it's going to cut a swath right through the middle of the island, kind of the way they're anticipating. It was moving west. And then that North Gulf Stream kind of picked it up northeast to bring it back up through Jamaica like they kept calling for. So we are going to see, well, the island is going to see the brunt of it. I believe it's going to weaken before it moves north towards Cuba, towards the other islands, towards Bermuda and all that. But we will have to just see, I guess. It doesn't seem to be losing much steam. So that was the hope. The hope was it would weaken sitting out in the ocean that long before it moved north. It really hasn't. It's a massive storm. It's the biggest the island's ever seen touch the island. So we don't know what it's going to look like on the other end, and that's kind of all we can think about when we walk outside. What's this place going to be? What's going to be left? How are the people going to be? I can't imagine people are going to be too well off. So that's what we're bracing for, is the after. I mentioned in our last cast, we are going to be staying on beyond our departure date, our set departure date. We've moved it a week back into November. Again, we kind of feel like that's probably the least we can do to stay on and try and help a little bit wherever we can. The girlfriend will, again, the princess will be a bigger help than I, because she does have her nursing. I can lift things, so that's good. I can help with that. I really, really hope that it's minimal work, and that's not because we don't like working. That's just praying for everybody. It's going to be sketchy. There's a lot of homes out here that are not built for this. Even though they're sort of built for this, they're not built for this. This is wild. I can barely talk over the wind through a wall and a door. If you can hear that in the background, we are in an enclosed space. I'm not on the balcony like last night. There'd be no hope of that. I'd be near Montego by now. I'll probably show off the room a little bit later. We're not in the deluxe sea view side like we were last time. We just went for an ocean view. So it's a little bit different than our room last time. Actually, a bigger balcony too. It's got some pros, got some cons, and neither are really deal breakers. So we're pretty happy at this hotel either way. I guess we got 6 people in the chat right now. Just wondering who else has joined us. If we got Polly, we got the princess. Just wondering who else is online right now. Say hey in the chat. Let us start to converse a little. We were kind of wondering again if anybody's been through anything like this. If anybody has been through a tropical storm or been through a category hurricane. What was your experience? How long were you sheltered? How many supplies did you buy? What did you buy? We're trying to figure out if we've done enough. I know we have, and I know we're safe, but you always have those nagging doubts. So we think we've done well. I'm looking at our collection of bread and PB&J and fruit and water and all the rest of it. I think we've prepared, but we're really hoping. We got Sassy Travel and Tours. That is beautiful. That is a fellow tanned travel agent that I actually trained with. We started around the same time in February. Big hello to you. Another good source to check out if you're looking to go anywhere. Fantastic knowledge of the Caribbean. She's from the DR, I believe, and Dominican, and she knows the Caribbean inside out as well. So I'm sure this is not her first experience with anything like this. Thank you for joining us. I really, really appreciate that. We're just trying to get a gauge of if people would have stayed through this, if people would have been trying anything to get home, would have been staying on to help, how you would have prepared if you were stuck here in our situation where we couldn't get to the airport, we couldn't get a flight, we couldn't change our flight. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. And again, thank you for joining. This is amazing. Have you seen anything like this? Were you in the Caribbean when any of this happened? I'm just curious. Sorry, I'm just checking a message here from someone. And I am asking Awilda here if you've were you in the Caribbean for any of these storms? Have you seen something like this before? Just maybe throw it in the chat if you're still in here. That would be awesome. So, I mean, I didn't have a ton planned. I wanted to show you a little bit of what we did. In preparation for stocking up. I wanted to show you a little bit of what the storm looked like. I don't know how much of the storm I'm actually going to be able to show you, though. We can't really open the doors and windows right now with the wind like this. And I was getting a lot of glare off the window. All you're really seeing is the sunlight coming in. There's not a lot of that even. So I'm not sure how much I can show you, but we'll definitely let you know where we're at. We're probably one of the least affected areas on the island right now. And it's a complete whiteout when I look outside. Again, I can't see the cliffs or the ocean. I guess I can see the edge of the cliff, but I can't see the ocean beyond it. And that's 100 feet from where I'm sitting on in my room. So that's pretty wild. So we got Awilda coming in. She's saying, yes, the DR has been hit for a few hurricanes. I remember Hurricane George in 1998. It was scary. If you were there in 98, George was a wild one. So I can only imagine what you were up against. How did your family even prepare for that? Were you in a shelter beyond your home? Did you just hunker down and reinforce the home? Obviously, you had supplies. You're here to talk about it. So that's really, really wild that you were there for that. I know that was a big one. Even I can say I was still pretty young for that one. I just graduated high school. So you must have been like -6 when that happened. That's crazy. But anyways, I didn't realize you were there for that. That's intense. Thank you very much for sharing that. What was the after like, if I can ask, when the storm passed? What was the cleanup like for something like that? Was that a long process? Were people moving around after freely, or was there a big effort to get the roads open and everything again? I know this was not a well-advertised time. We don't have a ton of people in here right now, and I do apologize for that. I wasn't sure when I was going to have a strong enough Wi-Fi connection to do a full live, so I kind of had to just roll with it when my computer was working. Got water hitting the screen. That's making all kinds of wild things happen here. Just bear with me. Okay. Yeah, we got water inside the hotel room hitting the screen. Coming through the door. I'm sure this towel is good here. Or we'll have our swimming pool in here. There we go. All right. Bear with me for a moment. The water has done something to my live chat. I just got to get that back on. Maybe I'll move this a little and get smart. Likely shouldn't be sitting in the path of that door either. It's probably something I would warn people about. Just making sure I'm still live here. Yeah, everything looks good. I wonder if I can just show you No. Nothing seems to be working right now. I was going to try and show you a couple pictures from this morning and see if I could get that on my screen, but I'm not sure it'll let me split screen with a live. I'm not sure I have the software for that. I might need to get my IT over here to help me with this. This is my computer is acting up badly. For some reason, I cannot get back to the live chat. Bear with me. Yeah, none of the controls want to work right now. I think we're probably barely hanging on to a connection if I were to guess. And I do apologize if you lose me. Oh, there we go. The back button finally worked. Okay, now I can see what people are saying. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so Awilda, thank you for answering. I'm sorry I missed your answer there. We had, she says, we were in the northern and most affected area, and the most affected area was the south. But still, we needed to prepare with water, food, and all the essentials. So, again, that's almost identical to our situation. It was coming directly at us, but all the news reports were saying it was going to catch that Gulf Stream and go northeast and all the rest. I don't know enough to have faith in that, so we prepared like it was coming right at us. But knowing that we were going to be on the west side of it, and because it's turning counterclockwise, apparently that means we weren't on the surge side of the storm, the east side, where the waters were pushing in. So probably a very similar situation, I would imagine, in that we weren't in the worst possible area. Looking outside, I can't imagine like worse than this. So
we're 40 miles from it touching down on Jamaican land now.
Oh, okay. So I just got a news update from my IT department that's telling me it actually hasn't made landfall. This is actually still the buildup. It's right on the coast. It's right there. So I thought the breaking news that I had seen when we were going live was it hitting land. Apparently not. Apparently that was just some power going down, and it is just hitting land now. So basically in the next hour, we're going to start the absolute worst of it, and that's going to probably march through the island, hopefully quickly, I suppose, and pass us by later this afternoon, this evening. That's the word. I don't know enough, again, about meteorology or weather to verify that, though. So, okay, so Awilda also says, during George, it wasn't so much in the north, but heavy rain for a few days. And then Polly says, I can't imagine what you're about to go through with hurricane, but the heaviest rainfall I ever encountered was in Jamaica in 2003, when super heavy rain came down all day long, over 8 hours. I've been through some of those in Cuba, Polly, and it's torrential for like, I've never seen the 8 hour one. I couldn't imagine that yet, but I guess we're going to find out. But yeah, I have been through some wild ones that blow through as well in Cuba. But yeah, you're saying in Jamaica in 2003. Out of curiosity, Paul, where were you in Jamaica? Where on the island were you? Were you in Negril, or were you checking out Montego or somewhere? Just curious where proximity you were to where we are right now. We're on the Cliffs of Negril again, guys. If anyone missed our cast yesterday, or I didn't mention it at the beginning, we are at Samsara Cliff Hotel on the Cliffs of Negril, Jamaica. And it is one of our favorite places to come hang out. And again, what I will say is, even through all of this mess, they have been beyond amazing. They have made sure we have our food, we have our water, we have our supplies, that we're on a second level where we're not going to get water flooding into our room as much. Unreal. Again, owner up on the roof, putting up boards, kind of speaks to it all. Making sure his staff had a room if they weren't getting home. These seem like obvious things anybody would do, but I've worked some places where I don't know I would say that's so obvious. So that's why I work for myself now. Anyways, yeah, this is going to be crazy, Paul. To your point, this is going to be absolutely wild. 2003. I'm trying to think if that was a storm or if that was just a tropical storm. I guess you were in. It's not that rare down here, is it? There are things that happen when you do take the chance in October, November. But we do want to travel more regularly, and I don't know we're going to let seasonality dictate that necessarily. I was here in July, so it's plus 40 at home. So. Thanks again for everybody who's popped in. This was really a poorly advertised time. I didn't get it out there last night, what time I was going to do, because I didn't know when I would have Wi-Fi, essentially. So I kind of picked a window and went with it. Thanks for jumping on, everybody. It might be the same 11 people from last night. It seems like you guys are absolutely so supportive, so great. I really appreciate that. Wondering if there's anybody else. I know we got probably a few new faces in here from last night. Is there anybody else in the chat I haven't talked with yet? Anybody else want to pop in and maybe give us one of your own experiences traveling, or anything you would be thinking right now, even if you haven't been through something like this? Any survival tips, any kind of knowledge of what these things look like after, I guess. You were in Falmouth, Paul. The cruise port. That's wild. That's close to Runaway Bay, I think, isn't it? Runaway, Ochi, that side of Montego. Wow. Such a small island, though. I would imagine when these things hit, a lot of the island's going to see some rain. But you get around. I met you in Negril, Paul. You've been to Falmouth. Where else you been in Jamaica? You seem to like Jamaica quite a bit. Where else you been? You might be our Jamaica correspondent or go-to. Got our DR covered with the Wilda. I can handle Cuba. There's a lot of water on my screen, and I'm closing a lot of right drop tabs. I'm sorry, guys. Some tech issues happening here. Holly Weeb, welcome back. Thank you for joining last night. Thank you for coming back. She's still praying for you guys and everyone being affected. And I have never traveled or been through anything of the sort, but watching and following you guys to make sure you guys are okay. Well, you know what? That's really appreciated, Holly. Thanks again for supporting the channel and checking this out. Really, really means a lot to us. And the prayers, they go further than you know. So just the well wishes and people thinking of everyone here in Jamaica means the world to us. So thank you. Really, really appreciate you coming back and watching us again here. We've got Marty and Deb. Is there any live cams around Hito near vicinity? I haven't seen any. The channel I'm getting my updates on, I moved the tab. I can't give you his name right now. Actually, I can get it from my phone. I should prop his channel. It's fantastic. Give him a subscribe. I am watching, if I can find my own history. I'm watching Evan Freiberger. Maybe I'll try and find a way to link him in here. Evan Freiberger, Fryberger. And he has been posting live through most of this, which is why I'm watching him. And he also seems to have access to the storm chasers, the pilots that are flying through the eye, flying over the storm and through the storm to get exact wind speeds, exact trajectory of the storm and all that. He's also got a constant feed of the cams. So he's got cams from all over the island. I have not seen one by Hito. I know where you're talking about at the end of the beach there before it turns to Bloody Bay. But I have not seen anything from 7 Mile. I haven't seen any footage. All we can do is look off our balcony down to the beach, and we can't do that right now because we can't see 100 feet off of our balcony. It's a complete whiteout. It looks like a blizzard outside. So no, I haven't seen anything from the beach. I can't tell you how my precious Margaritaville is. I can't tell you how Woodstock's doing. I can't tell you how some of the resorts are doing down there. We're not cut off, but we're certainly blind right now, as everybody else. Stay safe. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much, Marty and Deb. Really appreciate that, and thank you for joining us. We're a small channel just trying to get going with this all, and this isn't ideal circumstances to be trying out lives, but at the same time, we couldn't really just be sitting here and not cover it either. So thank you very much. You sound like you're regulars down here as well, probably. Be safe. Yeah, thank you. We're hoping. I assume you two are Marty and Deb, I assume you're regulars in Jamaica as well, based on asking about a specific resort. Paulie, Mobay, Negril 4 times, and Falmouth. You've got me by one, I think. I think you've got me by one Jamaica visit right now. I'm going to have to come right back and tie you up. Maybe come back twice and get up on you at 7. I don't know. This is my 5th time in Jamaica. Actually, all have been in Negril. This is my 5th time in Negril, 3rd time at this property. 3rd time at this property since April. I really, really, really like Samsara. I'm a travel agent, and that sounds incredibly biased. But I would never tell people they have to stay here. If you're looking for affordability, a fantastic staff, a boutique-sized hotel that feels kind of VIP, because sometimes it feels like your own personal villa, right on the cliffs, beautiful snorkeling spot, usually. I haven't used my water bag or snorkeled this trip, needless to say. It's an amazing spot. I can actually just go around the bend, right around the corner there, and I am at Rock House, Stabby, Three Doves. Anybody that knows the topography of Negril and the cliffs, you know that when I go around the corner and I get to Stabby, that is exactly where you start getting into the caves and some very, very cool stuff to snorkel through and walk through. So Stabby is one of my favorite places to go explore. I've never stayed there, but absolutely wild. I got a wink from Marty and Deb. I'm thinking you're regulars based on the wink. I'm thinking you're regulars. That's my interpretation of the wink. Because I don't think I look nearly good enough for you to just wink at me. Yeah. So no, I have no update on the beach. That's gonna be one of our after updates. That's one of the first places we're gonna go investigate, because that is home to me when I'm down here during the day. And I am as concerned about the beach as I am anywhere. So we will definitely go be your travel Labradors and try and go hunt that out for you and see what everything looks like, and try and give you some boots on the ground footage when we can leave our shelter, essentially, our room. We don't get to leave our room until we get the green light from hotels. So not that we would ever venture out there until that looks monumentally different. But yeah. Holly Weep, of course. The princess, so freaking scary. I can't even begin to imagine. Yeah. Neither could we. I've seen hurricanes on TV. I've watched more YouTube than 99.9% of people out there. And I've never seen anything like this. So I think until you're in it, it's really hard to get perspective on what's going on around you. Because I really, when I saw the eye missing us, I really, before the storm, thought more heavy rain, big wind, that sort of thing. But it's just it's nuts out there. I mean, you can't see the ocean, and I could throw a rock into it from our balcony. It's just a whiteout. That's the door rattling beside me. Again, I may not be sitting in the best proximity here. I'm not sitting in front of glass, but maybe not the smartest place. But I just wanted I wanted to try and show you what I could. And it's not really possible right now because A, there's no visibility, and B, just the sunlight coming back at the camera is just giving us straight glares. So unfortunately, that plan has kind of gone by the wayside. I am going to, however, just kind of do a quick room tour. Might as well take you on a walk while we're here. I'll show you kind of what we did. Move a couple things here so they're out of the way.
I need to go release that water again.
Okay. The princess is going to drain the balcony. My hero, my big strong man. Just joking. Okay. So, I don't know if you can see here. This is kind of what we've done. This is some of it here. We got some pineapple, we got some juice, cereal, bread, PBJ, fruit. We have loaded the fridge with leftovers and any kind of real food that we can get our hands on. Those are not real beers, people. Those were zero beers. I pretend now. I just pretend. I don't know. There's not much else to see here, really. We got some chips in case we get snacky. Down here, we got a big jug of water up here. We got more water down here. We're really hoping this is short-lived, but we are prepared if it is a few days. We don't know when the roads will be open. We don't know when the stores will be open. They were actually shutting down on our third shop. We went 3 days in a row just to pick stuff up. And they were all shutting down. So we are kind of hunkered down with what we got now. This is the setup. I don't know. Would people have bought more? Would people have bought a shelf of water? Would people have bought?
We couldn't.
I could.
No, there wasn't enough.
No, the first time I was there, the shelves were full. I could have got more water. I think we got enough, to be honest, where we haven't touched 20% of it yet. So I think we're pretty set. But either way, we certainly didn't want to come to their country and clear out the grocery store. We wanted to take what we absolutely needed.
That way it hit the window. Actual wave.
Yeah, I can see it running down the window. So we actually just had a wave from over 100 feet away, hit the cliffs, splash in the air, and come all the way back to our building and hit our window. So that's the force of what's coming at us right now. That's the surge right now on the West Coast, anyway. Okay, let's go back to the chat here and see what we got. Okay, we got the princess's mom is in here. We got Pauline. Good morning, guys. Good to see you back. Good to hear from you, Pauline. Good to hear from you, Mama. Thank you very much. We're happy to be back, I suppose. We're happy to be anywhere right now. But don't worry, I'm taking care of your daughter, even if it looks like a team effort here. I am taking care of her. Polly, I really liked Fun Holiday Beach Resort because it was exactly in the middle of 7 Mile. But next time, Sam Sarah for me. I like it. I love it. Can't get enough of it. Exact same sentiments, brother. That is why we went there. So I had gone with a different friend the first time I was in Jamaica. I stayed at the Riu. Riu's a beautiful property. I like Riu's, I really do. But it is in Bloody Bay, so it's not on Long Bay. It's part of 7 Mile. It's part of the chain of bays, but it is not on Long Bay. So it's not. It's a little away from all the action, and it's a little bit away from what I would call the most beautiful part of the beach, the best sand, best water. You're getting uber picky at that point. You're splitting hairs, but a friend and I did go check that out. This was in my younger years. That was more of a party trip. And we didn't really get off the resort. Well, no, that's not true. We went out every night, but during the day, we didn't get off the resort until I think it was our second last day. And we found out we missed everything. Long Bay, the cliffs. We did a catamaran and saw all the stuff we missed. So similar to you, that's where I met you, at Fun Holiday Resort. Holy, good memories. I went there with Thomas of Nottingham. I do remember that. We met you. We had a good time. We had a really good time. But that is why we picked it also. We said we're going to plunk ourselves down in the middle of the beach. We're going to be dead center of 7 Mile. And it was a good time. I don't regret that location at all, or that pick. The princess is saying hello to everybody.
Hi, Amber. She can't talk because she forgot her Google password. So
Oh, no.
I'm just saying hi to Amber.
I thought maybe she was swearing at us in the last one and I banned her.
No.
Okay, good. I didn't do that to anybody. That was just a joke. But yeah, happy to hear you try out Samsara next time. You know what I found, Paul, was as much as I love the beach, it's my favorite part of Negril, probably Long Bay. But I prefer staying on the cliffs and taking a $5 Canadian dollar Uber to the beach and coming back, because the beach is crazy at night, and I am 46 years old now, and I don't need that. I like the absolute calm that we get here on the cliffs at night, the safety that comes with, and the short ride to the beach. That's kind of our play now. So yeah, I would encourage you to try out at least a Cliff Hotel to change up the experience, if nothing else. I don't work for Samsara yet. Maybe next week, but I don't work for Samsara yet, so I can't push you to one hotel all the time. But all I can tell you is my third time here, and there will be a fourth. So that tells you anything. All right, what else do we have? Okay, that looks like that's it for the chat right now. I'm not going to stay on too long. I'm probably going to wrap it up in a little bit here. We will be on live again later tonight, just to give you an update, maybe before it gets dark out around sunset. Just try and let you see something, or see if it's passed maybe. I don't know where we're at for timeline. It's going to be an all-day event, so if something changes, if there's breaking news, if there's anything to report, we'll pop back on here live through the day. But I will, before evening, come back on here one more time, and we'll just have a quick chat, let you know that we made it through the worst of it, hopefully, and like that. I think my coffee's getting cold behind me, so I'm probably going to go tend to this. But if you guys do want, drop a line in the chat so we know you are here. I know we're up some numbers now, so we got more people. Haven't seen everyone pop into the chat yet. I'd love to say hey to you and give you a shout out, because you are some of the pioneers. It's my second go at doing this live, so not a lot of bodies in here, but we got some of the best humans I know. So that's a good start. Anyway, very good start. Bear with me. I could just smell that Blue Mountain behind me. The coffee's unbelievable here, folks. If you get a chance, come down. Blue Mountain coffee. It's real. It's a real thing. I just pray that the actual Blue Mountain is still a real thing after this. It's thousands of feet tall. It has to be. Hey guys, I don't see a lot else in the chat right now. I do want to thank everyone for popping in again with us. It was just a quick update, so you made no, we made it through the night. No trees came through the window or anything like that yet. Again, it's just making landfall. It's only going to get worse for the next coming hours. I don't know when it's going to pass. I don't know what it's going to do. I don't know what it's going to look like after. I'm kind of just along for the ride with all of you, and you're just getting our perspective of what it would be like to travel during hurricane season. So even as a travel agent, I have not been through one of these, and you're gonna get the real deal from us. You're gonna get the real story. So
That
thanks.
roof is definitely coming off more. Sorry.
Yeah. Thanks again. I really appreciate everyone popping in. The princess just mentioned the roof is quickly deteriorating outside, not our roof. It's a wood roof with shingles, plywood and shingles. I didn't have a good feeling about during the storm, so that's only going to get worse. But yeah, so we got something to watch for the next little bit, and we will keep you posted, and we will stay safe. Probably time to eat some food soon. Maybe get some more footage of what's happening outside. It's not good, but it's real. Thanks again to everybody. I'm gonna end the stream soon here, and we'll try and do a better job of letting you know what time we will be on tonight, assuming our Wi-Fi holds through the day. Thanks again for popping in live, to everybody, and we'll chat with you later this afternoon when we're done hiding from this thing. Have a good one. Stay safe, y'all. Stay blessed. One love.